Joining us right now to share his outlook, the chairman of Rogers Holdings, legendary investor, author of Street Smarts, Adventures on the Road and in Market, Jim Rogers, our friend to the program, back with us this morning. Good to see you, Jim.
I'm delighted to be here, Maria.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, and we miss you. We're happy you're here.
And I've known you a long time.
Yes, yes, it's true. We're old friends.
Yes.
You just got back from Russia.
Just came last night. Yes.
What was your reaction and sort of characterization of Russia right now? What's happening there?
Well, the Russian economy is getting better.
It is?
It was banged. It was really, really banged. So for that reason alone, it's getting better. Oil is stabilized, too. But because of sanctions, they have got a whole new industries going on. They've forced together with the Asians. Agriculture is booming because nobody can sell to them, and they can't buy from it. So their agriculture is booming. The Chinese are everywhere. When I go to the airports in Russia now, the queues are forever because there's so many Chinese.
Wow, interesting. So you're invested in Russia. How do you invest there? In individual companies?
I have individual shares. I have Russian government bonds. Their yields are very, very high. You can get 10% in rubles. And in my view, the ruble has stabilized. So it's a lot better than 2% in America.
You got a lot of courage to invest in Russia because nobody really knows whether they're friend or foe. I mean, we all know what the headlines are in terms of the last...
I will tell you, they want to be friends.
They want to be friends.
I was at the St. Petersburg Economic Forum.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been there. It's a very good conference.
It's a very good.
Yeah.
They want to be friends. I mean, Putin, I even had dinner with Putin. I and 50
Well,
other
maybe
guys.
he shouldn't meddle in our election then.
Well... Did you change your vote because of Putin?
No.
Did anybody?
No.
Did he change anybody's vote?
No, of course not.
I mean, what do you mean?
And I don't think Donald Trump had anything to do with the Russians in terms of collusion. I just throw it out there because everybody in the intelligence community says that they did meddle. But let me ask you about...
Well, we meddle in everybody's
That's absolutely right. Thank you very much. You're absolutely right. And they've been meddling for decades, and we do the same thing. So there you go. Well, Barack Obama meddled in the Israeli election. Look, that's a whole other conversation. Let's talk about investing. You're avoiding the U.S. and Japan?
The American stock market's at all-time highs.
Okay.
The Japanese stock market's down 50%.
So you like Japan? Okay. So you like Japan.
I'm looking for more Japanese investment. In fact, if I weren't here with you right now, I might be buying Japan.
So is it just the valuation that bothers you about the U.S.?
Well, yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
I know your mother taught you to buy low and sell high.
Yes, she did.
Well, she didn't say buy high and hope it goes higher. My mother didn't either. So I'm looking in markets, Japan, Russia, China. These markets are all depressed compared to history. Even
though the global bank, the global economy, the World Bank rather, says that the global economy will pick up this year and next. A lot of people talking about 3% growth in the U.S. The agency is forecasting global growth to come in at 2.7% this year and go to 2.9% next year. They're talking about growth in manufacturing. Where does that play into your...
Yeah, I've been investing for decades. I don't get my advice from the World Bank. I have learned that they're always wrong. They're always wrong.
All right, so in addition to valuations,
yes?
Japan, tell me about it.
Well, there's a lot of money there, gigantic amounts of money. It's not good for Japan long term, but the stocks are cheap and the government is printing and spending huge amounts of money, and it's going into the stock market. The government's buying stocks in Japan. They have more money than I do.
This is a new thing, I think, for you, because you didn't like Japan the last time we spoke.
Probably didn't. Probably didn't. Maybe I forget when. I've been buying Japan for a while.
What about Europe, Jim?
I don't.
What's your take on Europe?
I'm not buying anything in Europe.
That's a depressed area, so it's not just valuation for you.
Right. No. It's partly because of the euro. I have no confidence in the euro. The euro may rally, should rally, because there are a lot of shorts right now. But no, I mean, the Japanese currency is better than the euro. Let's put it that way.
What's your take on oil right now? A lot of talk this morning that at least 4 countries are discontinuing, cutting ties with Qatar, with the Qataris. That moved oil a bit earlier. Your take on oil right now?
Well, oil is in the process of making a bottom, a complicated bottom. We'll look back and we'll say, oh, in 2015, 16, 17, oil made its bottom, and then things will go higher again. It's not going back to 150 anytime, unless war breaks out. No, but I'd rather buy oil than sell it. That's one reason I'm buying Russia.
Because of oil?
Yeah, because of oil.
And you mentioned agriculture.
Yeah, I'm very bullish on agriculture, you know, but the Russians are being forced together with the Asians, and agriculture in Russia is booming. I'm a director of a fertilizer company in Russia. You can't believe how much business they have because now the Russians have to raise their own crops and they have to sell to the Asians. So agriculture is booming in Russia.
What are your other thoughts on investing? Give me your preferred allocation.
I'm not that smart. I don't have a committee, I'm afraid, so I don't sit
It's the Jim Rogers Committee. You have two geniuses at home who probably can give you some ideas.
Well, my family was just in London for the bombing.
They were there.
They were there, yes, they were there. I left Moscow and went to Petersburg, and they went to London. They just,
but they were they near the the car?
Not too, well, no. There was no danger, but they were there. And the first thing I worried, of course, was, oh my God, why did I let them go to? They said they wanted to go to the West End instead of St. Petersburg.
Wow.
Smart children.
Well, everybody is safe and sound at home. What would it take for you to buy America? Would it be a big sell-off?
If there were a big sell-off, I'd have to consider America. Of course I would. I mean, things aren't bad.
And you said if there would be, so you're not expecting it?
No. I mean, no.
Why not?
I mean, well, there's too much money around, and stocks aren't wildly overpriced yet. A bubble is forming in Amazon and things like that. There's not a bubble yet. No. You've seen bubbles. I've seen bubbles. I know one is forming, but I don't see a bubble yet.
All right, we will leave it there. Jim, always great insights from you. Thanks so much for stopping by this morning. Jim Rogers joining us.